What is going on? I'm zmoT. We are on my main first ever account, and we're on this account for a good reason. We're going to do Imitation Game today. Yes, we're going to attack the same bases we've attacked 60 times in the past, but we're going to try and do it in a new and exciting way. But first, there's more. We're going to show an operation attack on Massive Attack. Now, this task force has, we're not full. We are full, I should say. There might be a spot, though. I think someone might be dropping intel. So if you're looking for a task force that is sitting just outside the leaderboard, 63, slowly climbing our way up, give us a look up. I want to show you a hit on Callisto. Now, first of all, I got to give a shout out to Mr. Whistler. Old school player. That is the YouTube video where this attack came from. I'm pretty sure that he did not use Bullit back in the day. Actually, I think he had no hero even for that matter. But here goes. So now this core had somewhere in the neighborhood of 2.6 million. You can tell based on the building health masterpiece there. So let's speed this up. Going to the right-hand side, farming some GBE, using the critters on the right-hand side. Now, you'll notice the left-hand side, lots and lots of rockets. So it would take probably 2 to 3 smokes to get into the standard straight line walk-up. So farming GBE on the right-hand side. Still no hero dropped, which is critical, because otherwise that grappler would ruin your life. Now, farming, you'll notice, gets the 3 pairs. Anything beyond the 3 pairs, and you end up getting into rocket territory. So all you ever want to do is farm those 3 pairs unless there's no rockets. But then again, you get into sniper territory. So 3 pairs and then come back to the shore is the way that I like to do it anyways. And then watch this, creating a diagonal path. That grappler and laser make Whistler's diagonal path not quite viable. So making up his own path as he goes. Let's slow it down right about here. Now the important part, shocking bullet right next to that boom cannon. What that does is there's no rockets up here. These rockets don't range, so we only have to deal with this pair of rockets slightly out of range of the grappler and getting out of range of those sniper towers as well. One more set of smokes, boom and boom. Now that top smoke could have been slightly to the right, as you can see by the fact that it's overlapping the out of bounds area. Flaring the core, and now watch the magic happen. So, nice 4 wide shock on the flamethrower, so the flamethrowers don't range any of the Zookas. Now Bullit just standing out front like a boss, getting shot in the face, taunting all of the mortars, and Zookas just going ham on the core. So, 4 straight 4 wide shocks, that's 16 total items shocked, and Bullit with all of his taunting just standing there for a good, 26 seconds, something ridiculous. Huge beastly hit. So have not seen that diagonal path in a while, so I wanted to share it with you guys. Really like that. In Boom Beach, we are playing the same bases over and over again, so getting a nice layout, a nice difficult layout with that laser on the right and the rockets on the left was nice to see, just making people change things up. I'm going to switch to my low-level account, and then we will do Imitation Game, and then call it quits. I'll be back in just 2 seconds. Okay, 6 seconds, but close enough. Now, what we're going to do, people have been clamoring for a low-level full map clear, so I am going to do that coming up soon. Let's see if my radar has refreshed yet or not. Okay, we did get a new spawn, thankfully, but it was an NPC. So I've been trying to fill up my base with all PvP. That has been my goal for quite a while. Clearing an NPC, hoping that a PvP spawns, but just not getting quite lucky. Now, we're going to have a look at Imitation Game, and we're going to use, let's see if we have heavy damage. Okay, so we're going to use all heavies for as far as we possibly can. I doubt it's going to be very long, but we might as well give it a shot, and then once we get close to failing, I'm going to add in some, you know what, let's even go one step further. Let's go with the Gung Ho, probably the worst troop loadout in the history of troop loadouts. All heavies with 1 boat of Zookas. I do not recommend doing this. It's do what I say, not what I do. Anyways, let's get all of our heavies out across the board, and then we're going to drop our Zookas in behind. Now, this is actually how I like to do Scorcher Zooka. All Scorchers with one boat of Zookas. The Scorchers clear all the mines, the Zookas do all the damage, and it works out pretty well. So if you have decent level Scorchers, maybe give this a try, especially against NPC bases. Now, Rush Wars. I've already been gotten the I'm a traitor, oh my gosh, you're playing a different game. Folks, Boom Beach is where my heart is. I've been playing Boom Beach with all of you for like 5 years, so I'm not going away. It's just, the Rush Wars has been grabbing my attention. Typically, when I had a downtime, I would grab for warships or operation attacks. I have been grabbing for Rush Wars, so that's what I'm going to upload, just to be genuine, I guess. I'm not going to upload Boom Beach if I'm not playing Boom Beach. I am playing Boom Beach. I still enjoy Boom Beach, so you're going to get both. Am I switching to Rush Wars? No. I am enjoying it at the moment. Is it going to last more than a day or two? I really don't know. We just got into Domination, and there's lots of planning involved and fun things that I really do wish Supercell brought to Boom Beach, but we're not quite there yet. All of these bases we've seen 1,000 times. I've personally soloed Callisto probably 100 times, maybe even closer to 300. So, Boom Beach, please give us some updates. No, I kind of assume that we're not going to see new operation bases, but hopefully we get some sort of task force oriented play soon, because it's just task force versus task force needs to happen, whether it's warships, whether it's new op bases, whether it's existing op bases, really don't care. Just give us something new and exciting, please, Supercell. I know it's got to be in the pipeline. They've said it for the longest time. And one of the most important things to remember is Boom Beach people aren't working on Rush Wars. They're not working on Clash Royale, except for Rick, obviously. But Rick doesn't do any development that I'm aware of. So they're not bringing out a new game instead of Boom Beach. I have to assume that Boom Beach is happening in the background still. And if I'm wrong, then I'm going to be really, really sad and really, really quite pissed off at Supercell. Just as pissed off as you guys. I want Boom Beach to succeed. I want everyone that I play Boom Beach with to stick around. Otherwise, it's just a waste of... Anyway, so Boom Beach is where the heart is. Don't worry about that. I just have been picking up Rush Wars more often. I honestly did not enjoy it at the start, but I found that I kept picking it up. So I don't know if it's something to do with being interested in learning again or playing new things again, but I'm enjoying it. I didn't think that I would. Honestly, when I first picked it up, I thought it was stupid, and it's grown on me a little bit, and that's kind of one of the psychological parts of games. It's like even World of Warcraft. People that were playing World of Warcraft didn't necessarily actually enjoy World of Warcraft. They just enjoyed the time spent with the people. So maybe I'm enjoying the time spent planning with the people. I don't know. If you guys have any sort of deep understanding of that game psychology, and that's the thing, there are actually people employed as game psychologists designed to get us to play more than we want to. So whatever they did with Rush Wars seems to be working. It definitely worked with Boom Beach back in the day, but I feel like that's worn off a little bit as we're starting to lose people that we've been playing with for so long. I assume we're losing like some of that emotional connection with our buddies. I really don't know. I am not a PhD. I am not a doctor. We do have a doctor on our Rush Wars team, but I'm not going to talk about Rush Wars because that's going to do nothing but piss you guys off. So for those of you who joined us, great. And if you don't want to watch Rush Wars, I'm going to make it very obvious that it's Rush Wars. I don't know if you can ban a playlist or what, but boo, if you want it, please don't just abandon because, as one person already said they're doing, because Boom Beach is still here. We are still playing. It is still a thing. I am not leaving you. Look at this. Look at our Zookas hiding in behind that huge wall of heavies, doing stage 5, using the dreaded Gung Ho. If you're wondering where Gung Ho actually came from, this was spotted on someone's base as their actual loadout. I did not make this up. The person named Gung Ho was using this as their troop loadout. it works, obviously. If it's going to get us all 7 stages, I don't really know. If we run into a shield, it definitely won't. But on the plus side, it will clear all of the mines without any difficulties at all. I'm going to try to attack from inside this mortar's blind spot, and we'll just give it a go. Are we going to have enough damage? Probably not, but we're going to have a lot of heavies in the process, so at least there's that. Now, I've had a couple people ask, how do I do those straight flags? It's very, very low tech. Just tap your finger down the screen. It takes a bunch of practice, but it works very, very well. And I'm going to do my second to last smoke first, because that way my Zookas will hopefully be underneath this smoke when all of the smoke clears. We're going to shock here and here and here, and hopefully have some Zookas left to bring some heat. Looks like not, because this mortar is about to ruin all of my Zookas. But all of the heavies coming in hot, and maybe, just maybe, we can take down stage 6. Looks like not, though, because the heavies are grouped just too tight, and that shock blaster and shock launcher and mortar just loves tightly grouped troops. That was really hard not to make an innuendo there, or use an innuendo there. But we are going to move forward quickly, trying to get rid of all of the things. Now, it's easy to get 8 boats underneath a smoke, underneath 2 smokes, and I failed miserably there. So what you want to do here is the thing that I did not do last time, is let your heavies poke their heads out and then pop your smokes for your Zookas, because that way your heavies aren't going to die. Like, we just lost a total of 0 heavies in all of that mess. Flare back, flare forwards, shock down here, and throw a medkit on top of all of our Zookas. And the fact that we kept all of our Zookas alive meant that it blew up a lot faster that time. So if you're going to use Gung-Ho, let your heavies peek out, then throw your smoke. If you throw your smoke too early, the delay is not super important when you have Gung-Ho loaded. Now we're going to try to solo stage 7 using the Gung-Ho methods of play. I'm actually going to flare the boom cannon, I think. That way my Zookas will clear all of this stuff, and maybe the heavies will stand out front long enough. We're going to find out, and it's going to be ugly. But our heavies, I think this rocket launcher does not range, but if it does, it's just going to hit our heavies, so not a big concern there. Now we're going to do a standard walking drop like this. After I get rid of this right here, oh man, it's going to take 3 artillery, isn't it? Nope, only... Uh-oh, need to get our heavies walking. Heavies walking quickly. That flare was a little bit premature. I think our heavies are going to split around that. Is that an iron mine? No, that's a quarry. I always get those things mixed up. Now we're going to drop our Zookas and our hero, and we're going to walk right to there, letting our heavies get shot, keeping our Zookas underneath the cover. Heavies get shot. Zookas stay alive. Are they spreading? Yes, they are. As expected, we called that one. Now they're going to come back around the rocket launcher, and they're going to congregate right about there. Remember that site, Congregate? Did any of you guys ever play on there? I used to play Flash games on there non-stop. Oh no. So what I just did was absolutely stupid. I dropped my second last smoke first, which means that my heavies are going to pop out. Let's go like this. We're going to shock like this, and just medkit on top of our Zookas, hoping that, no, we're done for. So all of my heavies went to the left-hand side of the screen, which meant this bottom rocket just absolutely melted my face. Maybe I can BART that out, but I kind of doubt it. Let's find out. Yeah, we're done. So try to do a corner anchor and all the heavies just ran to that side. So don't do that. Anyways, that is all 7 stages of Imitation Game, so you can have a look and plan your troops accordingly. This one doesn't look terribly difficult, especially if you solo stage 6, you'll have 2 attacks for this. Anyways, Boom Beach, still in my heart and in my head. Just wanted to get this video out there because I know a bunch of you have already complained, but I don't know. It's just bear with me. Okay? Pretty please. Anyways, that's it for me. Imitation Game, sweet. Callisto, not quite solo, but almost. And that's it for me. Hopefully this finds you well and your archipelago is still doing extremely well and you're enjoying it. As always, if you're looking for a task force, Junior 9 could desperately use your help. We need intel, people. If you are between, say, XP 38 and 65 and you're looking to learn and not have to boost and grow your powder stash and all of that fun stuff, do join us. And if you're looking for different task forces, check the description below. Anyways, that's it. I gotta go. I'm running out of breath and my coffee's getting cold. Talk to you soon. Peace.